It's finished. She is official mine now, and even saying that makes my hand shake a little, not from fear, but because this feeling has lived inside my chest for so long that finally letting it out feels like breathing after being underwater. When I say she is mine, I don't mean I own her. I mean we choose each other fully and honestly without looking back or asking if we made the right choice. Because deep down we already knew, I can still see the first moment I realized she was different. Yes, she is beautiful. That was obvious, but what hit me was something deeper, something that felt like ear when you did not know you were short of breath. She never had to try too hard. She did not chase attention or perform to win love. She simply came again and again in small, steady ways, quietly, gently, reliably. That steady coming taught me that if I ever had the chance to build a life with someone like her, I would hold on with everything I had. So I fought for this in whatever way I could, quietly when I needed to be quiet, loudly when I needed to be brave. After all the doubts and distance, after nights wondering if we would make it, here we are. We made it. She is not mine because offering or headline or smiling photo. She is mine because I have seen her, all of her, and stayed. If you are watching this, you are seeing something most people don't talk about enough, a commitment that has no condition, a love that is strong and steady, not just shiny and sweet. Before anything officially happened, before we posted a single picture, we had that hard talks about our fears and what hurts us in the past. Spoke about healing. We agreed that love does not always have to be loud to be true, but it must be safe. With her, I feel at home. I feel chosen. I feel calm. So, yes, it's done. She is mine, and I am hers, and that is not something I would trade for anything. People talk about love as butterflies, rush, the excitement when two strangers meet. That rush was not what made her mine. It was not the cute texts or the late night calls or how she looked in pictures. It was that she stayed when I shut down, when I had no words, when I sat in silence with tired eyes. She stayed. She did not come to fix me or judge me. She came to be with me in a world where love often depends on mood, convenience, or what someone can get out of it. She loved me with truth. She did not ask for perfection, she asked for presence, and how could I not give it back when someone sees your worst and still believes in your worth? I don't take that for granted. No, every time I look at her in hits differently, this is not a fantasy or a staged moment. It's real and raw, built from the broken pieces we helped each other pick up. It's those hands in mine when no one else is looking. It's the voice that tells me to breathe when I overthink. It's a level of patience that only a deep and brave heart can hold. That is what this moment means. It's not a caption or status update, it's a promise that I would not let life's noise down out what matters. No matter the storms, my hand would not leave her. When she doubts herself, she will never have to doubt me. I am here for the mornings we don't speak and the nights when she only needs someone to listen, for the messy times, the loud times, the quiet times, the honest times. I am here. She is mine not because I got her, but because we keep choosing each other. That daily choosing is what makes it real. Most people see the final picture, the ring, the smile, the forever caption, and they think it was always easy. They don't see the before, the nights we almost let go, the walls of misunderstanding that sat between us, the times we walked away because our love hurt in ways we did not know how to name. They don't see how many times we almost gave up, but we came back. We sat in those uncomfortable silences. We said, I am sorry, even when our pride wanted to stay quiet. We held each other closer when things felt uncertain. Piece by piece, we built something that could not be broken by outside noise. Now, when I look at her, I feel respect. Respect for her strength, for the depth of her feeling, for how much she gives even when she is running on empty. That is why I say she is mine, not as a prize, not as possession, but because I have seen her fully and I am still here. Loving someone is not only about choosing them at their best, it's about choosing them when they are hurting, when they feel lost, when they don't look like themselves, loving them anyway. Even at their lowest, they remain your person. She is mine because she let me into her softest, most scared parts, places most people never see because they were hurt before she trusted me with what she had been taught to hide, and she allowed me to hold those pieces gently. So, this is not about a social media moment or a staged celebration. It is about standing here after difficult talks, after tears, and saying we made it not by luck or chance, but because we choose each other again and again. Know that it is official. I will never stop choosing her. I used to wonder how it would feel to say with full my meaning she is mine, not in a way for strangers to like or scroll past, but in a way that felt like truth and home. Now I know it feels like waking up and knowing someone's heart is tied to yours, not because they have to stay, but because they want to. It feels like a deep kind of safety, not the locks and alarms kind, but the kind that lives in her voice when she says, I got you, or in the way she notices I am quiet and does not demand explanations. She matches her energy to mine when I am too tired to give more. That is the quiet work of love. This did not happen in a day. There were days, there were hard days when everything felt fragile, moments when I asked myself if she could still love me when I was hard to love. She did, so I learned it was not grand gesture that lasted, it was quiet loyalty and steady presence, the kind of love you don't beg for, the kind that shows up on rainy days and holds space when everything is heavy, the kind that stays even when it would be easier to walk away. She stayed and I stayed because we stayed. We can now say it's done. She is officially mine, not because of headlines or rings, but because our hearts came together in all the small between moments. I will never forget that. So when people ask why her, I would not say she is perfect. I will say she is real. When the world tried to pull us apart, she held on tighter. I wish you could have seen her the day I knew without a doubt, no camera, no script, no audience, just her being raw and present in that moment. I did not need a pulse or words. Her eyes said, I am here, I chose you. That choice was heavy and brave. It came with history and fear and the work of unlearning old wants just to be open again. I know the walls she had to lower. I know the parts of herself she had to fight through. So when I say she is mine, no, it comes from gratitude. Thank you for not giving up on love. Thank you for giving me a chance when your past told you to protect yourself. Thank you for trusting me with the parts that never felt safe. Before you did not simply say yes to me, you said yes to trying again, to healing, to building some something true. I hold the weight of your yes with care. I see the depth of your loyalty. You do not love halfway. You stay because your heart is in it fully. No, it is my job, my honor to show up every day, not just when it's easy, to guard your peace as if it were my own, to speak softly when the world gets loud, to be gentle. When stress makes us a sharp, you are not just my partner, you are my reason and my calm. The answer to question I did not know I catch myself watching you sometimes, not because you do anything grand, but because the fact that you are still here, still choosing me, still showing me, still showing up for us feels like a small miracle. People don't talk enough about how hard it is to stay, to trust again after being hurt, to keep loving when life pulls us in different direction or when feelings don't line up. It would be easier to walk away and start over, but we did not. We held on. We healed, we kept choosing softness over pride, and now, yes, it's done. She is officially mine, not as a headline, but because she stayed, because she shows up, because she loves with depth. There is more ahead, more growing, more learning, more chances to fall deeper into our rhythm, and I am ready for all of it. This is not the start of a perfect story. This is the start of an honest one. She is mine not because I claimed her, but because she looked at me and said yes him, and I will spend every day making sure she never regrets that answer.